You tapping in real quick for this UFC 303, Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka 2. Will we see a part 3? Will we get a rubber match, or will Alex Pereira dead this rivalry this coming Saturday? We just gonna have to tune in and find out. This video right here, this is Parlays, Prelims, main card, whole card. We gonna talk about ones that I myself personally have my eye on and that I like. You know what I mean? To go ahead and lock up this week. As far as all favorites wrapped up and all that go, I'll either tap back in for that a little bit later on, or I'll post them all to my community wall. Let's talk about these prelims, man. I got a 3-legger that I myself locked up, and I really like it. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's only plus 246, 2.5 times your money. But let's talk about it. Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, and Joe Pyfer for plus 246. That's my 3-legger. I got that locked up. Now I got a 4-legger locked up as well for plus 432, almost 4.5 times your money. And that's Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, Joe Pyfer, and Jillian Robertson for plus 432, almost 4.5 times your money for a 4-legger on the prelims. Now let's talk about my haymaker on the prelims. It will not include the fight with Los, an old boy who's making his UFC debut coming off the road to the UFC, so it will only be 6 fights in the haymaker. Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, Joe Pyfer, Jillian Robertson, Martin Boudet, and Cub Swanson. You can lock those 6 up for me for plus 1766, and that's what it looks like when we sweep the prelims this week. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like we have in previous weeks, man. So that's how we doing it, man. That's how I'm locking it up. 3 legs for plus 246, almost 2.5 times your money. Ricky, Charles, Joe. Then 4 legs for plus 432, almost 4.5 times your money. Ricky, Charles, Joe, and Jillian. Then the haymaker is 6 legs for plus 1766, almost 18 times your money. And it's Ricky, Charles, Joe, Jillian, Martin, and Cub. You know what I mean? And that's how we rocking on the prelims this week, UFC 303. Main card. When it comes to this main card, I got a 2-legger that I really like for plus 242, almost 2.5 times your money, and that's Alex and Anthony. Lock them the fuck up for me. You understand what I'm saying to you? Give me those 2 for plus 242, almost 2.5 times your money. Then my 3-legger is going both ways. You know what I mean? I got Anthony and Alex locked up, plus 242. Then I'm tossing the 3-legger in. There's Anthony, Alex, and Brian Ortega for plus 626. But I'm taking them same 2 in Alex and Anthony, opting Brian out and tossing Diego Lopez in for plus 484. You understand what I'm saying to you? That 2-legger, lock it up. I absolutely love it with Alex and Anthony. So that smacks at plus 242. Almost 2.5 times your money. Then you toss in them same 2, a 3-legger, you add in Brian. Then you take them same 2, toss in another 3-legger, and you add in motherfucking Diego. Brian gets you plus 626 for a 3-legger, Diego gets you plus 484. You know what I mean? But that way, your 2-legger smacks and the 3-legger smacks one way or the other. You know what I mean? Now, if we talking about haymakers on the main card, I got 2 of them in. One of them look like this: Alex, Anthony, Diego, Macy, and Ian for plus 2396, almost 24 times your money for Alex, Anthony, Diego, Macy, and motherfucking Ian. Now I got another one in for plus 3386, almost 34 times your money. That's Alex, Anthony, Macy, Michael, and Brian. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's how I'd really like to see the main card go. But with that being said, I know it could go the other way. So, you know, I locked up Alex, Anthony, Macy, you know, Ian, and Mike. Because I think Macy, Alex, and Anthony, you know, they going to secure those. The only ones that could go, you know, this way or that way, in my personal opinion, are Diego versus Brandon and Michael versus Ian. So I ain't gonna be a dummy and try to convince myself otherwise. And I highly suggest you don't neither. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Prelims, 3 legs. Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, Joe Pyfer for plus 246. Prelims, 4 legs. Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, Joe Pyfer, Jillian Roberson for plus 432. Prelims, Haymaker, 6 legs. Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, Joe Pyfer, Jillian Roberson, Martin Budai, and Cub Swanson for plus 1766. Main card, 2 legs for plus 242. Alex Pereira and Anthony Smith. You know what I mean? Main card, 3 legs for plus 626. Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith, Brian Ortega. Main card, 3 legs for plus 484. Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith, Diego Lopez. You understand what I'm saying to you? Main card, Haymaker, Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith, Diego Lopez, Macy Chason, Ian Machado. My other main card, Haymaker, Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith, Macy Chason, Michael Venom Page, and Brian Ortega. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's prelims. That's main card. You know what I mean? If we talking about a 4-legger up and down the whole card that I can really rock with, let's talk about a 4-legger for plus 434. You feel me? Give me Joe Pyfer, give me Ricky Simone, give me Alex Pereira, and give me Charles Jourdain. You know what I'm saying? 4 legs for almost 4.5 times your money. 4 legs for plus 434. Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain in order from highest favorite on down. You feel what I'm saying to you? Now, I also like 5 legs for plus 1085. And that's Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, and Anthony Smith. I'll say that again. That's 5 legs for plus 1085. And it's Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, and Anthony Smith for plus 1085. In order from highest favorite all the way down to your dog. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's talk about 6 legs that I really like. Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, Anthony Smith, Cub Swanson for plus 3006. That's 6 legs across the whole card for plus 3006. 4 favorites, 2 dogs. In order from your highest favorite on down. Same with your dogs. You understand what I'm saying? It's Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, Anthony Smith, and Cub Swanson. You know what I mean? And then we can talk about 8 legs that'll look like Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, Anthony Smith, Cub Swanson, Jillian Roberson, and Macy Chason. And those 8 right there will get you plus 11,363. Yo, talk about Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, Anthony Smith, Cub Swanson, Jillian Roberson, Macy Chason. Those 8 will get you plus 11,363. Now, you want to do a 9-legger that I really like because I put them in, and it was 2 of them, and they went like this. One of them was Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, Anthony Smith, Cub Swanson, Jillian Roberson, Macy Chason, and Brandon Ortega for plus 24,202. Now my other one, Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Alex Pereira, Charles Jourdain, Anthony Smith, Cub Swanson, Jillian Roberson, Macy Chason, and Diego Lopez for plus 19,436, covering my back door on the Ortega Lopez fight. You understand what I'm saying to you? 5 legs. Who is it? 1, 2, no, 4 legs. Give me 4 guys. Give me 4 of my guys, you know what I mean, for plus 565. Give me Alex, Anthony, Joe, and Ricky. You know what I mean? Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith, Joe Pyfer, and Ricky Simone for plus 565, man. I like those four guys, man. That's the four horsemen right there. Anthony Smith, Alex Pereira, Joe Pyfer, and Ricky Simone, man. You know what I mean? That's the four horsemen right there, man. Fuck it, make it the Fabulous Five, man. You know what I mean? Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith, Joe Pyfer, and Ricky Simone. Those four get you plus 565. If you do those same four and you add in Charles Jourdain, those five get you plus 1085. We already talked about this, right? And then 6 is Cub, and those 6 get you plus 3006. You understand what I'm saying to you? And that's Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith, Joe Pyfer, Ricky Simone, Charles Jourdain, and Cub motherfucking Swanson, man. I like each and every one of those individuals to show up and get the motherfucking job done. That's a 6-legger, man, for plus 3006, man. I like it. I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little bit of what I got going on, man. You feel me? You can run with it. You can run from it. You know what I mean? You know. Listen, Anthony, Joe, Cub, Charles, and Ricky. Those 5 are plus 1912. It's another one I'm looking at that I had, you know, in the fucking chamber ready to go. I like this card, in my personal opinion. I like these matchups for these individuals that I like. You know what I mean? I'm real high on the motherfuckers that I'm high on this week, man. I really feel like motherfuckers can go ahead and sweep this card as long as it's positioned right and positioned properly, man. Talking about we hitting 2-leggers on the main card, 3-leggers on the prelims, and 4-leggers on the prelims, 3-leggers on the main card. Like, we be securing all that. We securing all that. And then the motherfucking haymakers, man, we fuck around and securing them too. You understand what I'm saying to you? Listen to me, man. Ricky Simone's getting his bag for us against Vinicius, man. You know what I mean? Jillian Robertson's showing up. Peyton, I didn't even put him in the mix because he's so fucking high. 2,200, come on, man. He's securing the bag, though. Charles Jourdain, he's securing the victory, man. Cub Swanson's cashing as an underdog. Trust me when I tell you, man. Joe Pyfer, he's securing the bag. They said, I don't want to disrespect Mark and say it's an easy bounce back fight, man, but he's easily going to be able to implement his game on this young man. He's securing the bag, man. You know what I mean? Macy, she's cashing as an underdog, plus money. Trust me when I tell you, man. You know what I mean? It might be a split decision. You feel me? It might not be the prettiest motherfucking, you know, showing from both of these young women, but she's going to secure that motherfucking decision, man. Anthony Lionheart, he's just going to outclass this man absolutely everywhere, in my personal opinion, man. He's going to secure that one. You feel me? Brian Ortega versus Diego. That's one where you got to secure your back door, as well as the motherfucking Michael versus Ian. You got to secure your back door, but we are going to position them with, you know, we're going to position them properly. At the end of third, you know, at the end of, you know, a 2-legger, we'll make them a 3rd-legger and go both ways. At the end of 3-leggers, we're going to position these motherfuckers right. When we put those fights in the parlays, we are going to position them correctly so that they, you know, one or the other is going to smack because the other legs are going to come through. Trust me when I tell you, man. Trust me when I tell you, we're going to sweep this one the fuck up, man. You know what I mean? Keeping, you know, keeping certain shit out of main shit that we lock up. I'm looking around for the motherfucking lighter, man, and I done handed that shit off already. It ain't out here no more. You feel what I'm saying to you? So let's go ahead and put that motherfucker in the ashtray, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got this one in the bag, man. You know what I mean? Not for nothing, but you know, anything can happen on any given night. You know what I'm saying? But I'm highly confident in my picks on this card, and like I said, the ones where, you know, doors should be secured, we will secure them properly, man. You know what I mean? And with that being said, man, you know, run with it, run from it. Appreciate you for tapping in. Didn't mean to hold y'all that long, you know what I'm saying? I will probably tap in one more time as far as this card is concerning before I hit the motherfucking road, man. And I'll be posting on the community wall.